This is Real Real going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome into the 26th edition of Real Real, presented by Lubbock ISD TV. I am Ethan Martirena, a junior from Lubbock High.
And I am Henry Stoser, a junior from Lubbock High. Ethan, on this edition of the show, we get to see and hear from a lot of people from our amazing district.
Yes, we will. And we start with something at the home of the Lady Warriors. As Complex Community Federal Credit Union hosted a live simulation, the goal of the simulation was to give students at Talkington a month's worth of real-life challenges and had them try to live on it. The goal is to show them how to live on a set amount of money, going to work, and trying to live life. And this is unique, but a really cool way for Lady Warriors to learn.
So we came up on this program from the foundation, the National Credit Union Foundation, kind of originated this program. We partnered with them and brought it on our own, and have been able to go out and do these. We've done several in the Midland-Odessa area. I believe this is our first in the Lubbock area, and we're just excited to see where it goes. It really challenges you to think about the processes and procedures that you have in your own environment, your own organization, to say, are we creating hurdles or are we creating a pathway for somebody to get there?
And over at Dunbar College Prep, the Estacado Matadors ROTC program went and made a visit to their future Matadors. The goal of this trip was to inform the Dunbar students on all of the possibilities that the ROTC program offers.
I do hope that they leave with the idea that ROTC could be for them, especially if they don't know what they want to do at high school. It's always a good start for them. That's why I wanted them to get out of today, just so we could gain our numbers and have them join. I'm in ROTC personally because my grandpa, he was a Purple Heart in the military for the Vietnam War. So military is closely hearted to me. I joined for that reason, and I continue to do that for that reason. One of the main reasons why, because I wanted to build my leadership skills in order to get more scholarship opportunities for college.
From her. Going to our elementary ranks, Roy Roberts Elementary hosted their All-Pro Dads event. This event is aimed to bring families together. All of our schools want to see families get involved in their students' education, and this is one of the many great events that our campuses host to bring them in.
And at Whiteside Elementary, the second graders had a fun visit from one of our elected officials, as Mayor Trey Payne came to speak at the students and do a read aloud. Currently, the second graders are learning about government, and so who better to come and speak with them than their very own Trey Payne.
And keeping it on our elementary school level, March is Arts and Education Month, and at Lubbock Municipal Garden and Art Center, they're holding a big Youth Art Month exhibit. Students' artwork will be displayed through March 27th for Youth Art Month.
I might have to go check that out. I love anything local.
For sure. Hey, Henry, I know that CTE month is over, but we still have one more story to show.
Yes, we do, and we will stay here at the ATC, as Sienna Vela and Hunter McKenzie is about to show us that we have a pretty amazing automotive program.
At the Byron Martin Advanced Technology Center, eager students are ready to get their hands on the wheel and take off with an exciting career.
Everyone's pretty much going to drive a car. So if you have a flat on your tire, you're going to need to know how to fix it. I'd recommend you know how to fix it because it's going to happen when you least expect it. We'll teach you that. If you want to learn how to change your own oil, save yourself $60, $70 every 3 months, we'll teach you how to do that. Maintaining your car, just basic maintenance, we'll teach you that your first year. I'll get a lot of kids that are going to buy a used car. Well, I'll teach you what to look for as far as a good used car versus a car you better stay away from. So teach you about blow-by and all this stuff. And people are like, well, what's blow-by? Some people know what blow-by is, some people don't. But I'll teach you how to look for it as to whether that's a car that's worth buying or not. If you're thinking about maybe getting a car, you're going to be driving in the future, I'd recommend taking the class at least for 1 year. You don't have to want to be a technician, but if your route is to become a technician and work on cars, we'll get you there.
Students in this program are learning life skills that initially put us all on the road.
Whatever you want to do, we'll try to set the foundation to get you there.
From Lubbock ISD TV, I'm Sienna Vela.
Letting us come.
Right, that class looked like so much fun. And the awesome thing is, on top of learning life skills, they're constantly winning competitions in that class. And that starts from top down, so congrats to all.
Right, but Ethan, that's going to do it for our first block of our show. And this is still to come on the edition of Real Real. we show off our final basketball hype video that was produced by one of our students.
But first, we're getting ready for our Student Television Network National Convention, which means we have some unique videos to show you.
You won't want to miss it next as we continue on our 26th edition of Real Real.
Exhausting. And the last thing we want is going to talk to the media. But we're professionals, and we're willing to do our job.
You know, Jared takes everyone's lines, every show. And it doesn't matter if it was me or the last guy that did the show, whatever his name was. But it's like that every show with Jared. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's the greatest job in the world. That's what I tell you guys. But when I go home, I just shut down, sit in my chair, and just think. Why didn't I steal all of his lines? Hey Parker, good show today, man.
Yep, it was good.
You got something on your mind? Anything you want to talk about?
Nope, I'm okay. Thanks, man.
All right, man. Well, I'm here if you need me.
Always stealing my lines.
Here at LISU TV, we go through our slumps, just like anybody else. But especially for our first years, who are, well, beginners, we like to go back and review what we did wrong, so we can learn, get better.
All right, look at this, Gary. Do you see the way you're slumping?
I don't think it's that bad.
That's pretty bad, Gary.
No, it's not that. No.
You are obviously slumping.
And they barely notice it.
Okay, Gary, you see that?
Yeah, what about it?
That's not natural.
Yeah, it is. It's the twitch. It's the twitch.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not good.
See, that one I think is a little rough, but it's not that bad.
That's bad, Gary. That's really bad.
Yeah.
I know where to start with this one.
I don't even know where to begin. That was awesome.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Why don't you think so?
There were people watching us live. We were live, Gary.
And they were jamming out at home like I was.
But eventually, the great ones figure it out.
Man, what an unbelievable show. I'm sure y'all will love it. Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed on that one.
Welcome back to Real with hosts Ethan Martiarena and Henry Stoser. Weather with Nevaeh Cairns. Sports with Tolliver Durbin. Trending now with Dominic Martinez. Now back to the desk as we continue our 26th episode of Real to Real.
Welcome back to Real to Real. You know, Henry, this is episode 26, and we are on a path to 36 this school year. Crazy to think we only have 10 episodes left.
Yeah, that is crazy. We better enjoy every last one of these.
That's right. But the best part of these is the videos and the stories that we've gotten to make.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. And this first story that we show in this part of a show is about an important person here at the ATC.
The staff here at the Ballard Martin ATC are known for their smiling faces and happy attitudes. But the most joy here is found in an unexpected place.
Yes, being a custodian is not, let's say, the glamorous job, but it's actually kind of important.
Unlike our newly cleaned hallways and floors, Miss Oak's life has not always been so shiny and perfect.
I had a rough patch, and then after that, I kind of had a light bulb, per se, kind of light up. I'm like, well, I need to do something.
But despite whatever may stand in her way, and whatever hardships she may have to endure, Erica continues to make everyone's day a little better with a simple smile.
How's it going?
It's going well. How about you?
It's actually beautiful today. If you smile just one time, there's a ripple effect. You always smile, and someone will smile back. It doesn't matter if you're having a bad day, good day, you smile, and it makes the day go by a whole lot faster.
You want to see smiles on people's faces. And it's not just because you want everybody to be happy, but you want to know that people are enjoying what they're doing. You want to know that they're happy where they are and that they are getting something out of it.
Sometimes a smile is all you need to make it through a hard day's work. For Lubbock Guys DTV, I'm Micah Pappas.
Great work by Naomi and Micah. She always has a smile on her face, and we really love to see that.
Oh yeah, we really do. Now transitioning to a different style of video. One of our competitions that we will be completing is a PSA.
A PSA, or a public service announcement, is an important style of video, and the style of video that you will get to compete in at STN.
Right. So here's my practice run with a prompt of, "It can wait." Let's take a look. To thank Angel for her help in this PSA.
It was some good work there, man.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. You know, our teammate for our STN competition did a good PSA too.
That's right. Before we see that PSA, let's share how we got our prompts.
Oh yeah, sure. So for us to have our most accurate video and prepare the right way, we used prompts from previous years of STN contests.
The one that we just watched was from 2 years ago, and the one we're about to watch comes from the 2018 convention.
Let's take a look at Xavier and Sienna's PSA with a prompt of celebrating your roots.
I was kind of proud of where my family came from.
I was born into my identity, so I might as well be proud of it.
Just to see us progress and grow as a unit is really good to see.
And I chose to make different choices or support different things that my family has.
I've always been able to go into my own culture as well as others freely.
Celebrate your roots.
Great work by our STN teams, and I can't wait to see that we do in California.
Me too. Hey Henry, you want to make a 180-degree turn on this newscast?
Sure. Let's send it over to Dom at the Trending Now set as he tells us what's trending in the world.
Thank you so much, Ethan and Henry. I'm Dominic Martinez, and I'm here to tell you what's trending from around the world right now. And we start with a moose in the middle, standing between two brothers during snowmobile outing in Idaho. Thankfully, the man was able to moose out of the way just in time.
You see in the video for a second, they have this little old-fashioned Western standoff where they're staring at each other.
Watch a scary, unscripted moment steal the show from a pair of podcasters. Alexi Reyes and Nathan Reeves were filming a podcast in a Houston cafe when a vehicle slammed into the building, stopping just short in front of the pair.
Yeah, everyone was facing us. There was no one else at the table with us, so they all kind of just saw what happened.
For the first time in 31 years, Adidas is facing an operating loss. On Wednesday, the shoemaker says it will lose about $736 million. This year, Adidas says the loss is related to the unsold Yeezy stock. Company officials say they might be able to perform better financially if they are able to repurpose some of the Yeezy products. Rachel Ray is ending her talk show after 17 years. The celebrity chef says it's time for her to move on to a new chapter in her broadcasting career. Since debuting in 2006, after this current season, Ray will direct her efforts to a newly launched production. It took almost a year and presumably tens of millions of Netflix dollars. But Chris Rock finally told us what he thought about Will Smith slapping him in the face at last year's Oscars.
Y'all know what happened to me, getting smacked by Suge Smith. I love Will Smith. My whole life I loved it.
My behavior was unacceptable.
Boy Meets World star Ben Savage is running for Congress. He made the announcement on Instagram Tuesday. The actor is bidding for representation of Adam Shife's congressional seat in 2024.
Our goal is pretty simple. I want to help you get what's in here and just splash it onto there. Don't worry, it's not rocket science. It's harder.
Get ready for a happy little movie that's going to be going live in theaters next month. Interest has been high for the film, Paint, since an image surfaced in November showing Owen Wilson with a Bob Ross-styled hair. Speaking of movies, 2 years ago, movie theaters couldn't attract customers because of the pandemic. But now, one theater in Richmond is turning paying customers away. and not everyone is happy about it. As John Hood explains, if you're under 17, you are no longer welcome to catch a movie if it starts after 7:30 p.m.
It's just more of a mature movie-going environment, and we think our guests deserve it. They've asked for it.
In the box office, it was a first-round knockout for Creed 3.
It's a fight, it's a battle.
The latest film in the boxing franchise. The directorial debut of star Michael B. Jordan exceeds expectations, opening with $58.7 million. Of course, that is a look at what's trending. I hope everyone has a wonderful spring break. I'll send it back to the team at the desk.
Thanks so much, Dom. I really enjoyed that segment. I think it really added to our show.
I do too. On a much different note, I am sure all of you local viewers are tired of the wind.
I know all of us here are. But is there a chance that all this wind could be over? Let's toss it over to Nevaeh to see if we have more dusty weather on the way.
Well, do you want the good news or bad news now? Because the good news is, if you think wind below 20 miles is good, then we're good. Bad news, half of the forecast has winds over 20 miles per hour. As we take a look at today's forecast for March 10th, we have a high of 65 and a low of 51, with some cloud coverage today, but hardly any chance of showers. Now, looking into the weekend, Saturday, we will see an increase in temps as we have a high of 83, but it's going to be super windy. The wind will stay around 26 miles per hour and can gust up even higher than that. But that'll bring cooler temps for Sunday as we have a high of 64 that day. Winds will be much lighter on Sunday, and so that looks like to be the day to get outside for a walk or just go for a day at the park. Now, into our 7-day forecast, as we look at the rest of spring break, we will see a warming trend towards the middle of the week as we reach 84 on March 15th and then significant drop after that. As we look into our extended forecast, you see mid-50s in the middle of March, but after we rise back on up to the 60s again to finish out spring break. But there's one constant in this entire forecast: wind. The entire forecast will be wind. Sunday, the 12th, will be the least amount of wind we will see with 13 miles per hour. So, sad news, guys. Wind is our forecast.
So much, Nevaeh. Temps definitely looking like spring weather out there. Cold and hot all in the same day.
You're right. Jacket in the morning and shorts in the afternoon. I mean, you gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. And still to come on this edition of Real to Real, we keep it real with Mr. Ward. What does he have in store for us this week? We'll just have to wait and see.
But first, we head on over to the Sports Connection with Tolliver Durden as he covers another athletic signing.
You won't want to miss that next on this 26th edition of Real to Real.
With Lubbock ISD TV, our fans can always check out the highlights of all our shows and sports broadcasts by following our social media. Super fans can get even more access by watching live streams, video on demand, and more on our website. And for our fanatics who still can't get enough of Lubbock ISD TV, we have uncut footage of Caleb Galbraith making a sandwich, just for you. Keep up to date with all things Lubbock ISD TV on all our platforms.
I just work here.
Let's get rolling, Caesar. Come on, Caesar, you can't keep up? Okay, Caesar, I promise that was the last time.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get on the road and tell some stories.
Catch all the on-the-road stories running every day on Lubbock ISD TV.
Hey man, thanks for letting me borrow your tie for the show.
No problem. Ooh, it's soaked.
Yeah, it was a struggle out there, Danae. I mispronounced so many names. And next up, we have, Abigail? Oh my gosh. Hey, do you have any extra dress shirts I can use for next show? This shirt's a little too wet. I don't know.
No.
Hey Sam, come check this out.
Yo, what's up, Julius? What's going on?
It's our new theme song for Real to Real.
Dude, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Let's.
get it, Sam.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Get it.
Yeah.
Get
Yo, what's going
Yo,
on here?
we're listening to our new theme song for Real,
Bro,
bro.
can I join you?
Yeah, come on, get in, bro.
Come on. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, sir. Oh.
Going great.
Great things of yourself before you can do it. And this year, our teams earned high praises because they worked hard and expected great things. Our own, Nathaniel Steele, has a recap of our final game this year as the Monterey Plainsmen battled Amarillo High in the by Nate. And speaking of great work, we do want to give a shout out to all of our track and field athletes, as well as our baseball and softball athletes, because y'all are shining in your respective sports. Speaking of great athletes, this week, Lubbock High, Emily Wilson put a pen to paper and signed a letter of intent to go and dance at Odessa College, where she earned a full ride scholarship to continue her dancing career.
Yeah, I've been dancing since I was 2, so I feel like hard work has paid off. So I'm really excited and yeah, I'm just excited and proud. I feel like dance is very undervalued. I feel like people don't really appreciate all the hard work that goes into it. Not only do we have to look good, train hard, and just overall be there for the other athletes, but we also are a really close family. And so I feel like people don't take that into consideration when considering athletics. They don't really look towards stuff like this, so.
Congrats to her. I love what she said there. She's proud of herself, and she has the right to be. Now, this week, we have all been getting ready for our Student Television Network convention that starts in just a few days. One of the contests we'll be competing in is sports commentary. Carson Ward and Lily Tony were given the prompt, Parents Going Too Far at Sports Games. It was a prompt that was given at the 2017 convention, so let's take a look at what they turned in.
Let's first do that. What the heck are you doing? What's happening?
Whoa, what happened?
My son just struck out. I gotta go and show him a piece of my mind.
I know what y'all know I'm talking about. Parents at sports games. No matter what sport, no matter what athlete, parents play a huge role in the lives of their children. But there's always a line that can be crossed at sports games. If you play football, I know you've seen your parents in the stands jumping around after a bad call, a touchdown, or even you getting hit. With basketball, parents just get way more carried away at the thought of points, rebounds, and fouls. It's almost like they're cheering with the same aggression that you're playing with. Well, I can say I've had experience with this one. Mom and dad in the stands, videoing your at bat, but then you strike out, and now they're yelling at the umpire saying it was at your chin. Sounds familiar, right? Parents, we love y'all's support, but at the end of the day, we're just kids, and we're playing our designated sport because we love it. For Lubbock ISD TV, I'm Carson Ward.
Great work there by Carson. Of course, that was a sports commentary, and so he was supposed to give an opinion. I thought that was good, and I'm excited to see him compete at STN.
Me too. What are you competing in this week?
Zeke and I will be doing a human interest story.
Okay.
You guys are going to do awesome at that. Thanks for the sports, Tolliver.
Of course.
And still to come on this edition of Real to Real, we keep it real with Mr. Ward.
What does he have for us this week? I want to take a wild guess and say he talks about what we are doing this week.
I bet he does too. And we'll have more of that when we come back on Real to Real.
Hey yo, guess what day it is, huh? Come on, Sienna, guess what day it is?
Tie Tuesday.
No. Come on, Lily, you gotta know what day it is.
Game day.
What?
How happy are Lubbock ISD fans every time we take a broadcast?
I'd say happier than Mr. Ward on game day.
Game day, yeah!
Of course, we all love fantasy football around here, but once a year, there's a group of students that play fantasy Lubbock ISD TV.
You know what? I'm taking Galbraith for my first pick. That guy really has an on-air presence.
Oh man, Ethan. That might be the steal of the draft. He is good.
I had him as an up-and-coming star. More like a superstar.
Is there pressure? Oh yeah, tons of pressure.
There's my guy. Good luck on your show today. Well, there goes my chances of winning fantasy this year.
Mr. Ward.
Welcome back to Reel, only on Lubbock ISD TV. Can you believe it? It's already spring break, meaning we're less than 9 weeks of school left. But we aren't thinking about that because right now, it's our competition season. Because from March 15th through the 21st, staff of Lubbock ISD TV and 18 students are back in Long Beach, California for the Student Television Network National Convention. They say there are just less than 3,000 students that are in classes similar to this one from all over the United States that get to compete in this convention. Truly, this is our Super Bowl or our national championship. But the best thing is we're prepared. So I've been doing live TV and many news stories all year. That's what excites me the most, honestly, is that how prepared we are for this. I'm excited to see the report coming in this week on how well our students, rather your students, did at our Super Bowl. Ethan and Henry and our team back at the desk, aren't y'all excited as I send it back to you?
Thanks so much, Mr. Ward. And thank you so much, our audience, for tuning in on this week's edition of Roto-Reel.
Our afternoon class will be back after spring break telling more students from around our district.
And we hope to see you then. But until, don't miss us too much.
And remember to stay happy and healthy.
As well as creative and confident.
Executive Producer Dominic Martinez. Technical Director Julius Ganelli. On teleprompter Angel Boyd. Audio Isaac Contreras. Floor Manager and Camera 1 Sam Kunkel. And at the desk Ethan Martha-Arena and Henry Stoser. Weather with Nevaeh Cairns. Sports with Tolliver Durbin. And Trending Now with Dominic Martinez. And of course, your voice of Reel to Reel, Gary Regner. Produced by Devin Ward.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.
West Lubbock at the intersection of 15th and Toledo Avenue, Rush Elementary School offers numerous innovative educational programs. Rush encourages parents to be involved in their children's lives by attending events throughout the school year.
Our PTA is phenomenal. They have gone above and beyond to do things for our campus and to get other parents involved. They decorate for our Christmas lunches, our Thanksgiving lunches. Our fall festival was phenomenal. Getting people out here to just volunteer. I think that parents are enjoying that, and I think parents are loving that they get to come into school and be with their students. They get to come and eat lunch with them. Anything that we can do to get parents in our doors so that they see what we are doing here at Rush, it just spreads the word to the community that it's a great place to be at. It makes a huge difference when they know that they're sending their kids to school and we're going to love them no matter what.
Was pulled from the LISD TV archives.
It's our job to educate the first-year students on how to be journalists. It's kind of like our training camp.
In 3, 2, 1.
Read those scripts. Read those scripts. I see you back there. Read those scripts. Read those scripts. Get that blood flowing. Think scripts. Think scripts. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Type those stories, check those sources, check those sources.
Anything to do our jobs better, we're all for it.
Give me energy, give me energy.